So hello guys, I'm a student of Zeal Polytechnic College and my name is Omkar Kuchme and I am from Computer Engineering Department. So as you can see guys, today I'm going to present a presentation on input and output devices. So let's begin the presentation. So as you can see, my topic is prepare report on different types of input and output devices. The name of the guide is Professor Omkar Vadnes. So let's begin our presentation. Prepare report on input devices. Input device. An input device, any machine that feeds a data input a computer and sends information to perform a specific function. Input devices are the components of computer that accept instruction and data from the user and communicate these to the computer. Input devices are used to convert raw data into a form is usable by the computer for processing. The devices used to accomplish the task can be categorized according to the type of material on which the data is recorded. Example, paper-based, magnetic. And examples of input devices, keyboard, mouse, touchscreen, graphic tablet, microphone, and scanner. So let's see about keyboard. Keyboard, one of the primary input devices used with a computer. The keyboard looks very similar to the keyboard of electric typewriters with some additional keys. Keyboard allows a computer user to input letters, numbers, and other symbols in a computer using an arrangement of buttons or keys requiring pressing and holding several keys simultaneously or in a sequence. So as we can uh, as we can s- go as we can see, there are types of keyboard: standard, laptop, gaming and multimedia, thumb sized, virtual, foldable. So let's see a foldable keyboard. Foldable keyboards are extremely good for traveling. Simply roll them up and unroll them when you need them again. So keyboard layout, QWERTY, common layout. Keyboard layout codes used in Germany, Hungary, and Syrian Republic. Keyboard layout, DivRack. Alternative for QWERTY, DivRack layouts uses less finger motion, increases typing rate, and reduces errors compared to the standard QWERTY. So we are going to see another type of keyboard, thumb-sized keyboard. Smaller external keyboards have been introduced for devices without a built-in keyboard such as PDS and smartphones. Small keyboards are very useful where there is a limited workspace. Next type, virtual keyboard. The virtual keyboard are not actually physical keyboards, but they are simulated using a software. Pointing devices. A pointing device is a hardware input device that allows the user to move the mouse pointer to select items on a display screen. Types of pointing devices based on rolling a ball, based on touching a surface, based on moving a stick. Pointing devices based on rolling ball. Example, mouse and trackball. Mouse, a device that controls movement of a cursor or pointer on a display screen. The mouse is important for graphical users, graphical user interfaces because user can simply point to options and objects and click a mouse button. Trackball. Trackball is a mouse laying on its back. To move the pointer, you rotate the ball with your thumb, your fingers, or with the palm of your hand. It does not require much space to use it. Pointing devices based on touching a surface. Example, touchpad, graphic tablet, touching screen, light pen, stylus. First type, touchpad. A touchpad, a small touch-sensitive pad used for pointing device on the some portable computers. By moving finger or other object along the pad, you can move the pointer on the display screen. Next, graphic tablet. A graphics tablet is a computer input device that allows one to hand draw images and graphics similar to the way one draws images with pencil and paper. Light pen. A light pen is a computer that input device in the form of a light sensitive wand used to conjunction with a computer's CRT display. It allows user to point display object or draw on the screen in a similar way to a touch screen with the greater positional accuracy. Stylus. Stylus is a small pen-sized shaped instrument that is used to input commands to a computer screen, mobile device, or graphics tablet. Now, pointing devices based on moving stick. Example, joystick and gamepad. Now for joystick. A joystick allows an individual to move object in a game as a native plane in a flight simulator. Gamepad. A gamepad, game controller, joypad, or video game controller is a peripheral device designed to be connected to a computer or a console gaming system. It has multiple buttons and may have one or two mini joysticks. Output output devices. So now we are going to start output devices. First, printer. A first computer printer design was mechanically driven apparatus by Charles Babbage for his difference engine in the 19th century. However, his mechanical printer design was not built until 2000. The first electronic printer was the EP101, invented by Japanese company Epson and released in 1968. The first commercial printers generally used mechanisms for electric typewriters such as teletype machines, and the demand for higher speed led to the development of new systems specifically for computer use. In 1980s, there were daisy wheel systems similar to the typewriters, line printers that produced similar output but much higher speed. Dot matrix system that could mix text and graphics but produced relatively in a low quality output. The plotter was used for those requiring high quality line art, like blueprints. Starting around 2010, 3D printing 3D printing became an area of intense interest, allowing the creation of physical objects with some sort of effort, as an early laser printer required to be produce a brochure. These devices are in the earliest stages of development and have may not yet become a commonplace. Now, types of printers. Take a look at the guide below to learn about the advantages and disadvantages of the different types of printers on the market, from laser printers to inkjet and everything in between. Laser printers, solid ink printers, LED printers, business inkjet printers, etc. Laser printers. The laser printer was developed by Xerox in 1960s when the idea using a laser to draw images into a copier drum was first considered. Laser printers are still widely used in office large offices as as they are traditionally more efficient than inkjet printers. Advantages: more cost effective than inkjet printers, increases productivity, high print speed, higher paper capacity, often expandable with paper trays, finishers, etc. Grows with your business. Disadvantage: may require short warm times, larger footprints, high voltage usage leads to small carbon emission. Solid ink, solid ink printers. Solid ink printers utilizes form of ink technology designed to save space and money on packaging. The printers melt solid ink sticks during the printing process, a method which can help produce more vibrant tones. Advantages: environmental friendly, produced vibrant tones made from non-toxic vegetable oils, compact design, consumable, requires less storage. A disadvantage is requires warm up and cool down times. Prints cannot be laminated. LED printers. LED printers are similar to those large printers but use a light emitting diode rather than a laser to create image on a printed drum or belt. Due to the fewer moving parts, LED printers are often considered more efficient and reliable than laser printers. Our most popular LED printers are produced by Oki. Advantages: reliable and efficient, cheaper to manufacture than laser printers, often included free warranty extensions. Disadvantages: none. Business inkjet printers, utilizing inkjet technology on a larger scale to accommodate the needs of the busy office with a heavy reliance on printed output. Inkjet printers are enduringly popular due to their reliability and robust nature. Advantages: capable of producing highly detailed and photorealistic prints, limited warm-up time required, small footprints. Disadvantages: higher cost per page than most laser printers. Wet prints can be less reliable than laser printers. Now we are going to start the scanner. An image scanner, often abbreviated to just scanner, is a device that optically scans images, printed text, handwritten, or an object and converts into a digital image. Commonly used in offices are vibrations of a desktop flatbed scanner where the document is placed on a glass window for scanning. Handheld scanners, where the device is moved by hand, have evolved from texting scanning vans to 3D scanners used for industrial design, reverse engineering, test and measurement, orthotics, gaming, and other applications. Mechanically driven scanner that move the document are typically used for large format documents where flatbed scanners designed would be impractical. Now, types of scanners. First, flatbed scanners. Flatbed scanners are the scanners that most people are familiar with. These scanners sit on the desk on your desk with a flip up top that reveals the scanning glass with when open. They come in a couple of different sizes for standard paper or up to legal sized and beyond. You may also find all-in-one model that includes scanner and printer, minimizing the amount of desk space required. Flatbed scanners are excellent for scanning newspapers, articles, books, and DVD cases for those who wish to digitalize their movie library. Some are good for scanning photos as well, provided you have purchased a high resolution scanner. However, flatbed scanners are not speedy options, as each item to be scanned must be loaded into a flatbed scanner and processed. For bulk documents scanning, there are better choices. Portable scanners. Portable scanners are designed to capture the text and other data while you are on the go. The scanner is powered by batteries. Once you scan the text, the content is stored on the portable scanner. Once you have got home, you can transfer the content to a computer. Transferring your computer is done by using a cable or wireless connection. Third, sheet-fed scanners. Sheet-fed scanners are ideal if you need to scan large volume of documents. They are a bit smaller than standard flatbed scanners, making them great if you are working with limited space. Most sheet-fed scanners have lower image resolution than flatbed, but for documents, this is not a major concern. The big advantage here is ability to scan several documents at a time rather than have a manual change pages after each scan. Documents can be loaded into a feeder tray and machine will pull in one page at a time for scanning like a photocopier. Sheet-fed document scanners can be bit more expensive than other type of scanners. However, if time is of concern, extra investments could be worth the saved hassle. Photo scanners. Photo scanners are exactly what they sound like and are best suited for you if you need to digitalize a large volume of photographs and negatives. They can be considered more expensive than all-purpose scanner, but the difference in the quality and resolution is well worth extra cash depending on your intentions with the final images. Photo scanners usually come with their own specialized photo editing software and also adapters that allow you to work with the negatives and slides. While some all-purpose scanners will do fine job handling photos occasionally, may won't be able to produce the same quality resolutions and depth of the color that photo scanners made specifically for the purpose will. Now, monitors. A computer monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial form. A monitor usually comprises the visual display, circuitry, casing, and power supply. The display device in modern monitors is typically a thin film transistor liquid crystal display with lead backlighting having replaced cathode cold cathode fluorescent lamp. Backlighting. Previous monitors used cathode ray tube. Monitors are connected to the computer via VGA, digital visual interface, HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C, low voltage differential signaling, or other proprietary connectors and signals. Originally, computer monitors were used for data processing, while the sets were used for entertainment. From 1980s onwards, computers and their monitors have been used for both data processing and entertainment. While televisions have implanted some computers' functionality, the common aspect ratio of television and computers monitors has changed from 4 to 3, 4 is to 3 to 16 is to 10 to 16 is to 9 ORS and signals. Most modern monitors will switch to power saving mode if no video input signal is received. This allows modern operating system to turn off a monitor after a specified period of inactivity. This also extends the monitor's service life. Some monitors will also switch themselves off after a time of period on standby. Now projectors. A projector or an image projector is an optical device that projects an image or moving images onto a surface, commonly a projection screen. Most projectors create an image by shining a light through a small transparent lenses, but some newer types of projectors can project the image directly by using lasers. A virtual retinal display or retina projector or retinal projector is a projector that projects an image directly on the retina instead of using external projection screen. The most common type of projector used today is called video projector. Video projectors are digital replacements for earlier types of projectors such as slide projectors and overhead projectors. These earlier types of 90s, these earlier types of projectors commonly were mostly replaced with digital video projectors throughout the 90s and early 20s. But old analog projectors are still used at some places. The newest types of projectors are handheld projectors that uses lasers or LEDs to project images. Their projections are hard to see if there is too much ambient light. Movie theaters used a type of projector called a movie projectors. Nowadays, mostly replaced with the digital cinema video projectors. Projectors can roughly be divided into three categories based on type of input. Some of the listed projectors were capable of projecting several types of input. For instance, video projectors were basically developed for the projection of pre-recorded moving images, but are regularly used for still images in PowerPoint presentations, can be easily connected to the video camera for real-time input. The Magic Lantern is the best known projection of still images, but was capable of projecting images from mechanical slides since its invention was probably at its peak of popularity when used in phantasmagoria shows to project moving images of ghosts. They There probably existed quite a few other types of projectors than the example described below, but evidence is scarce and reports are often unclear about their nature. Spectators did not always provide the details needed to differentiate between, for instance, a shadow play and a lantern projection. But many did not understand the nature of what they had seen, and few had ever seen other comparable media. Projections were often presented or perceived as a magic or even religious experiences, with most projectionists unwilling to share their secrets. Joseph Needham sums up some possible projections examples from China in his 1962 book series Science and Civilizations in China. Video projectors are used for applications such as conference room presentations, classroom training, home cinema, movie theaters, and concerts, having mostly replaced overhead, slide, and conventional film projectors. In schools and other educational settings, they are sometimes connected to an interactive whiteboard. In the late 20th century, they became commonplace in home cinema. Although large LCD television screens became quite popular, video projectors are still common among many home theaters enthusiastically. Real-time camera, obscura, concave mirror, opaque projectors, overhead projector, document camera, still images, slide projector, magic lantern, magic mirror, steganographic mirror, enlarger, moving images, movie projectors, video projector, handheld projector, virtual reality retinal display, thwarting horse lamp. Now the last output device we are going to see is speaker. A dynamic speaker was invented in 1925 by Edward V. Kellogg and Chester Rice, issued as US patent 1 lakh thousand 1,707,570, April 2, 1929. The dynamic speakers operators on the same basic principle as a dynamic microphone, but in reverse, to produce sound from an electrical signal when an alternating current electrical audio signal is applied to its voice coil, a coil of wire suspended in a circular gap between the poles of permanent magnet. The coil is forced to move rapidly back and forth due to Faraday's laws of induction, which caused a diaphragm attached to a coil to move back and forth, pushing on the air to create sound waves. Computer speakers or multimedia speakers. Speakers sold for use with computers, although usually capable of other audios uses. Example, for MP3 player, most such speakers have an internal amplifier and consequently require a power source, which may be a mains power supply, often via an AC adapter, batteries, or USB port. The signal input connector is often 3.5 mm jack plug. RCA connectors are sometimes used, and USB ports may supply both signal and power. Battery-powered wireless Bluetooth speakers require no connection at all. Most computers have speakers of low power and quality built in. When external speakers are connected, they disable the built-in speakers. Altec Lansing claims to create computer speakers market in 1990. And thank you for watching my presentation.